Is there a gap between how the pundits scored the conventions and how they were viewed by the public? Joining us now from New York, Lee Carter, a pollster and communications strategist. So Lee, you conducted online surveys after each speech. We're going to run through some of this. Hillary Clinton, we'll talk now about the independents that you surveyed. They gave it a C-, even though the media said, you know, not a great speech, but a very good speech. Are your folks grading the speech or what they think of Hillary Clinton?
You know, I think it was they were grading the speech, but ultimately it's impossible to separate what they think of Hillary Clinton from the whole thing. And I think what I see is that there's baggage that comes in these conversations. There's people bring all of that they feel about Hillary Clinton when they listen to her. It's almost impossible to do that. So what the independents were saying was that they wanted to feel a little bit more empathy. They wanted to feel a little bit more heard, and they didn't want to feel as judged as they did. There were a lot of great points about her speech, but that lacked sort of the pain that people are feeling.
Okay, let's try to run through these quickly. So Donald Trump, his speech was widely panned by the press, no question about that. Your independents gave him a B. Why the gap there?
I think that people were surprised when they heard Donald Trump's speech. I think they felt that it was a different speech than they expected. He was more presidential. He laid out a very optimistic message, even though everybody said it was very negative, because he really had empathy. He made people feel that they were heard and understood. When 72% of Americans feel like we're going the wrong way, he represented that for them, and he said that he was going to be their voice, and there were things that really did make people feel heard.
Okay, let's go these quickly now. So even conservative commentators said that Bill Clinton and President Obama gave very good speeches, but in both cases, your independent respondents said C. So they were not as impressed as the pundits.
Yeah, and what they said is that Bill Clinton gave a good speech, but it wasn't one of his best speeches. And Barack Obama, they said, again, he vacillated between the great orator and the professor. And what they really wanted to hear was the great orator, and what they really wanted to hear was why Hillary, and less why. What they said is that they felt that he was very much defending his legacy and talking about how great things were when people aren't feeling that things are necessarily great.
Right. And then we look at the two of the women, Melania